regarding your question about the impact on society, let's give a good example about sustainable development. The literature demonstrates, using computational models, that in the global south, if we invest in poverty, which is the Sustainable Development Goal number 1, no poverty, if we invest in that goal, if you give priorities to policy making regarding that goal, we can reach better with a higher impact all of the other Sustainable Development Goals. Slightly less regarding climate change, of course, and sustainable consumption. With some green solutions, then we can alleviate poverty in the south, impacting very positively all of the Sustainable Development Goals. And complementarily, which is very interesting, the North and the South, they need each other. And today, the South and North, they need each other most in the history.
When you say North and South, then try to explain what you mean with North and South.
Okay.
For me, it's like, is it the north of Europe and the south of Europe? Or
Yeah.
Spain? Or, I mean, so I'm sorry about the north and what's the south?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I mean about the global south, the global south, the developing countries,
okay,
the poor countries.
the poor countries.
Yes, I should have
North
given it.
is
It's the most developed countries.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, some countries, they are in the south, but they most belong to the north regarding economics. This is not a sharp line of separation. It's a kind of gray line. But I'm using the terms just to regard what is developing countries and developed nations. You are absolutely correct. So as my work is in between technology and management, is in between engineering and social science, and so in between artificial intelligence and the sustainable development issues. So I will give you explanation of these elements and how I'm trying to integrate them. First of all, regarding the sustainable development, we have today the great challenge to satisfy the Sustainable Development Goals. They are 17 goals and a very complex network of goals, because sometimes improving one goal can impact on other goals. For example, if I try to simply reduce poverty and grow this population to the same level of the rich countries, we'll have problems with climate change and consumption and so forth. So goals, they have some tensions between them. And so understanding first this interconnection is very important. Another point important in sustainable development is understanding priorities. For sure, the priorities in the poor, in developing countries, they are different from the North developed nations, which have nations that have a better well-being, for example. And so studies have demonstrated that improvements in no poverty in the Sustainable Development Goal 1 will help a lot the South, the global South. But as I explained, South and North are fuzzy concepts. They don't have a sharp line of separation. Some countries in the North can be still developing, and some countries in the South can be today considered developed. But let's imagine this fuzzy line between South and North. So the South needs to alleviate poverty because it will impact all of the Sustainable Development Goals very positively. Because when we talk about climate change, we have to remember that poverty is very affected by climate change. And poverty is in a circle that is very negative, even for the climate change as well. And when you think about this, the global North developed countries, Nordic countries and so forth, Europe, we have to think about investing in inequalities. When I talk about inequality, it's not only economic, but also environmental inequality. It's the air that we breathe today and so forth. So these investments in the South and North will alleviate the tensions, global tensions, will bring the South and North more together, as much as well we think about a peaceful connection between global North and South. So this is about the Sustainable Development Goal 17, which is about collaborations, North and South collaborations. So migrating new green technologies, solutions, even grassroots solutions from North to the South and from the South to the North, I think we can alleviate these tensions and make a better society. That is the first point that I try to understand about how organizations and policy makers can make a better society, can decide about a better society. First, understanding regional difference, and understanding as well their priorities. Where I should put more money first. That's very important. And have a cooperation, a dialogue to change all of the globe to a better society. That is the first point.